You. Absolute demon. El Diablo. You monster. Okay, now I want to try to get ending F. This ending might get a little spicy. Might get a little have to move half of it to my adult Patreon. Soren has always been more reserved and understanding than your previous boyfriends, and intimacy was never a big part of your relationship. But now, you notice he's being more forward than ever. Unless you're gonna burn the meat. Your voice trails off. Whoa. Oh, okay. It was already kind of down. I was like, did my determination go from 0 to 100? Your voice trails off towards the end of the sentence, fading into silence. It feels like your reason is clashing with your impulses, but before you can tell which side is winning, he turns off the stove with a teasing smile and walks towards you. Oh, Soren, stop. As the distance between you vanishes, his hand slides to your waist, pulling you towards him. When his lips touch your neck, you forget everything for a moment, including your plan to break up with him. His warm lips travel up from your neck to your ear, lightly biting your earlobe, sending a hot shiver down your spine as he whispers, "I'll take it off after dinner. That way, I won't have to put it back on." The mention of dinner triggers alarm bells in your head, and just like that, you manage to pull yourself away from him and his effect on you, at least for now. He, as if he wasn't trying to seduce you moments ago, continues in a casual tone. "If you want, we can sit down before the meat gets cold." Sure. We must stay focused, brothers, we must stay focused. You pause for a moment before leaving the kitchen, trying to make sense of what just happened. What just happened was the sound of my determination going down the toilet. Thinking about having a quickie with your soon-to-be ex-boyfriend in the kitchen is, quite frankly, unbelievable. Your inability to control your impulses is clearly still a serious problem for you. Dinner is nearly over, since he already confessed his intention in the kitchen. Oh yeah, we did say after dinner. You don't really think Soren is planning to wait long before pulling you into bed. Oh, well, the truth is, I have no idea how to even begin a conversation like this. I've never been in such a situation before. What I mean is, I've never experienced something like that. You're speaking honestly. In your past relationships, you always carried a clear sense of whether things were moving right or wrong, even if you often chose to ignore those inner verdicts. You had never left such a decision entirely in the hands of instinct and feeling, the way you are now. I mean, sometimes you gotta trust the vibes. While you sit, tense and restless, Soren pauses his meal, dabbing his lips with a napkin, maintaining the same calm, pleasant demeanor as before. "My love, please don't take this the wrong way. I'm only asking to help you. Are you pregnant?" What do you mean? Why would you even say that? Why would that even come to your... What? For a moment, you could only stare at him in disbelief. What? My guests are flabbered. What? Well, I mean, I guess I did come to him with a solemn expression saying, "I got some big news, Pookie." "My love." Where did that come from? I know, right? "Calm down, darling." Though Soren realizes his mistake and reaches out as if to soothe you, it only makes your already raw nerves snap tighter. What nonsense are you talking about? I'm not pregnant. I am not pregante. I am not pregnant. I am not gregnant. His brows knit faintly, though his voice remained soft. "I understand, Espoir. It was only a guess. You've seemed more tired, more tense, more sensitive lately." Oh, yeah, I guess that would. All right. "Your appetite has changed as well. The mere suggestion invades your thoughts at terrifying speed, halting you in place. Could your recent emotional storms truly be because of this? No, you already had your period since the last time you were together. That alone doesn't prove anything. It proves a bit. What if you are? I'm not ready to bring an innocent into this horrible, crazy, messed up, kooky world. You know before returning home you'll have to stop at a pharmacy, find a test, anything to quiet this gnawing suspicion. And yet, the fact that he planted such a thought in your head only stirs your anger further.
You can't be serious. We've been using double protection.
You're right, my love, but no method is ever truly foolproof. The idea that this might be added to the heap of misfortunes already crushing your life shakes you to the core.
You didn't make a mistake,
did you, Soren? Nothing happened that you didn't tell me. You know, I would say he seems like a honest man, but you know, he is a yandere, and he's got a big collection of knives. Your voice comes out sharper than you intended, and you can see the flash of discomfort in his eyes. Why would I ever do that? I'm capable of owning up to my mistakes, Espoir. I thought by now you knew that about me.
Suddenly guilt washes over you. That's not what I meant.
But Soren doesn't let the subject linger. His voice, once again gentle, cuts off your words. Since this isn't the real issue you wanted to discuss, I'm truly sorry for bringing it up out of nowhere, my love. I only wanted to understand what's been troubling you, and that possibility crossed my mind.
I was actually about to explain,
just before you mentioned pregnancy. You force yourself to steady your breath, deciding to let this bitter detour fade, and you'll do it by confessing to an even harsher truth. You inhale deeply, then exhale. I want to break up.
Oh.
As the words leave your lips, a heavy silence floods the room. You avert your eyes, too afraid of what you might see on Soren's face, waiting in unbearable stillness. Until his response strikes you from an angle you never expected.
Eh?
What are you laughing for? What's so funny? His laughter is so sudden, so loud, that the glass slips from your hand just as you try to wet your dry mouth with a sip. It falls onto the table without shattering, the wine spilling forward, spreading across the surface in slow crimson waves. But with every hair on your body standing on end, it's the last thing you care about. Soren's laughter finally softens into a wide smile. I know how angry you must be at me for bringing up the pregnancy issue, my love, but I apologized, and if it would please you, I can keep apologizing. Your breath quickens involuntarily as you blurt out,
This has nothing to do with that conversation.
Then you didn't like the meal. Oh, please, I love the meal, Soren.
Please, Soren, I'm serious.
So you say you're serious, and yet, baby, your voice sounds far more like anger than resolve.
Don't you baby me, sir.
You swallow hard, again and again, unable to answer, from the warmth still shining in his eyes. Too warm, almost amused. You can see he isn't taking you seriously. To get this route, you gotta do more monster dragon points than knight points.
Is Soren going to be mean?
This is not the reaction you expected. In truth, it isn't even a reaction at all. He still doesn't understand you want to leave him. Oh, is the problem your timing? Your tone? All you know is that you're making a mess of this too. Perhaps sensing your discomfort, Soren finally looks at you with a more sympathetic expression. You must have had a hard day, love. Why don't we talk about this over dessert? I'm sure creme brulee will cheer you up.
You're not going to seduce me with the creme brulee!
Suddenly you're thrown back into your childhood, back to those moments when adults tried to pacify you with toys or sweets, never caring what you were actually saying. Hit a bit too close to home right there. That same wall rises before you again, but this time you can't endure it. You're no longer a child.
I'm a woman. I'm almost 40.
You're a grown woman. I pay taxes and I bathe myself. And you can live without Soren. Am I gonna have to rough you up, sir? As your boyfriend rises from his chair, noticing the toppled glass and reaching for a cloth to wipe the spill, you suddenly seize his arm. Soren, please sit down. I haven't finished speaking. Though clearly taken aback by the firmness in your voice, he doesn't resist you. Oh, of course, love. I'm sorry. Please go on. Once he sits back down, you no longer hesitate. I want to break up, Soren. His brow lifts slightly, though his expression remains warm. You must be joking, darling. It's far too late to pretend this is all a joke. No, I'm not joking. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. The vibes are off, man. Soren's smile vanishes from his face in an instant. I don't understand. Is there someone else? Yes, myself. The idea that he could believe you were unfaithful leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. Making sure you weren't with that blonde lady Nora while you were with me. Still, you don't blame him, because if the roles were reversed, you know you would have reacted the very same way. No, Soren, there is no one else. His piercing gaze softens with visible relief at your words, but it doesn't last. His blue eyes quickly harden again, fixed on you with the same confusion and tension. Then what is it? I can't understand how you could make such a sudden decision. You knew this question was inevitable, yet explaining something you don't even fully understand yourself feels almost impossible. My feelings have changed. I'm not happy in this relationship anymore. So, your feelings just shifted overnight. When we watched movies together, when we shared meals, when we made love, when we spent all that time together, were you not happy then? Were you only pretending? Or have I misunderstood everything all along? Listen, Pookie, I know you're crazy, but I'm sorry. You can see his breathing quicken, the tension sharpening his features. But the worst of all is the disappointment in his eyes. Your earlier firmness deserts you in an instant. Oh, no, believe me, Soren, it isn't like that. I've always loved being with you. I still do. But something is missing. The further our relationship went, the stronger that absence grew. And I can't even tell you what it is, because I don't know myself. I think I'm not in love with you. This time, neither of you makes the slightest move to break the silence. The roar of the storm outside fills your ears as you sit there, unable to deny how wretched you feel. The relief you thought you would find in finally speaking these words is nowhere to be found. Instead, every muscle in your body is locked rigid, your head full of tangled thoughts. At last, Soren gathers the courage to put an end to this torment. Yet his voice this time is cold, solemn and unfamiliar, sending a shiver through you. From what you've said, Espoir, it's clear to me that your thoughts are tangled. If you'll allow me, I must repeat that this is a hasty and ill-considered decision. I believe you're trying to reach a conclusion before clarifying what you truly want. What you're missing are the tensions, the frictions from the early days of our relationship, things that faded as we grew closer. You forget that neither of us is at an age to chase constant excitement anymore. So, no, I don't believe the problem lies in us. You're only caught in a temporary uncertainty, and once you move past it, I doubt very much you'll be glad you chose this path. I mean, I think he is making a point. This MC feels like someone who's dealt with so much trauma and abuse and neglect that it's kind of doing that thing where it warps your sense of what love actually is. But I don't know, I'm not a therapist. His measured words plant a seed of doubt in you. Oh, that seed's planted all right. That seed is turning to a sapling. You can't help but wonder if he might be right. And yet, the suffocating weight of what has been growing inside you leaves you powerless to fight it. Oh, maybe you're right. Still, this feeling isn't temporary. For an instant, his blue eyes flash with a vivid, passionate spark, but he suppresses it at once. His lips press into a thin line as he leans back in his chair. If you need time to think, I can wait. You deliberately avert your gaze. After all, you can't imagine what time would change. You spent the past month thinking about nothing else, and nothing has shifted. To leave him, or to stay. Both paths look equally dreadful in this moment. You fear not only the possibility of making an impulsive, irreversible mistake, as he warns, but also what might become of your relationship if it continues after this conversation. Yeah, on the other hand, you don't want to be stuck in a loveless relationship. So you don't want more time. At his decisive tone, your head lifts towards him. There's no warmth left in his eyes. You must have drained it all. And yet, his voice carries no less understanding than before.
Then I respect your choice, Espoir. I only said these things because I love you, and because I don't want you to regret this later. Of course, I can't force you into something you don't want. So be it. Whatever you wish. I'll call a cab for you.
When he rises from his chair and leaves the room in a quick, determined stride, you know the conversation is over. Your body, strung tight with dread, unravels on its own, and the tears that had burned behind your eyes spill free before you can stop them. But now is not the time to cry. There is no crying in baseball. You've done what you resolved to do. You've ended things with him. You should feel freed from the gnawing dread that has tormented you for the past month. So why do you feel so wretched now? Is it because you're certain you've lost Soren completely? You never expected to remain friends after a conversation like this. No Mario Kart after this? Not when you rejected even the generosity of his offer to give you more time, wounding him more deeply than you care to admit. The wine you hadn't let him fully clean away finds its way dripping from the table, staining your skirt as it mingles with your tears. Still, you sit motionless in the chair, weeping. Because if you were to stand now, you know you wouldn't walk to the bathroom. You'd go to him. You'd beg him to forget everything you just said. You've never been good at breakups, but this time you must endure the weight of regret.
Do I? Do I really? Is it really worth it? Are the vibes really that bad?
By the time Soren reappears at the doorway, enough minutes have passed for your sobs to quiet, at least for now.
The cab is here.
I'm coming. You rise and approach him. Though your face is marked with the evidence of your tears, he says nothing.
You just hear Princess laughing in the background.
He offers you nothing more than the courtesy of a good host, and still, you can't help but appreciate that he walks you to the door.
Good night, Espoir.
Your eyes drift indistinctly down to the hall in search of Princess, but the dog is nowhere to be seen. To you as well.
Tell Princess I said goodbye.
So this is it. The end.
Espoir?
Just as you're about to step out the door, you pause, startled, and turn back to him. Soren swiftly takes an umbrella from the stand and offers it to you.
You don't need to return it. I'll pack up your things and ship them to you soon.
Your fingers close tightly around the handle, still warm from his grasp. I'll do the same. Thank you. You're grateful, at least, that things haven't turned ugly, that you can still spare each other these small comforts. But the moment you leave the warmth and light of his home, the cold, oppressive dark outside makes your skin prickle. Clutching the umbrella, you hurry towards the waiting cab. Before opening the door, you fold it shut and cast one last glance towards the house. Since he hasn't closed the door, Soren lingers there, a dark silhouette framed by the flood of light spilling up behind him. Even so, you can see him raise his hand in farewell. Though you know he likely can't see you, you mirror the gesture. Moments later, the cab pulls away, its tires hissing over the rain-slicked street. You stare out at the night, trying to convince yourself this is what's best for the both of you. You weren't right for each other. This wrongness would have haunted you forever. And yet, no matter what you tell yourself, you can't shake the sense that a more painful chapter is waiting just ahead.
The following evening... Oh yeah, speaking of painful chapters...
Gosh, flipping, mother fluffing darn it. He's here. It's not Soren, is it? It's Soren. Dang it!
Who could have seen this coming?
Truthfully, after the seeds of doubt he planted in your mind, you ended up scouring the streets for a late-night pharmacy, only to find every test you bought came out negative. All right. There's no reason you shouldn't feel just as carefree as he does. After the strange tension of yesterday's conversation, you're grateful, if only for a fleeting moment, to see that maybe things are fine between you. But the illusion doesn't last. A man as rational as Soren wouldn't lower himself to childish games to make you jealous. I know, right? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't bring a gorgeous, pretty lady on his arm to my best friend's party, where I'm going to be, to make me jealous. He wouldn't do that. On the contrary, by revealing this new relationship so openly in front of everyone, he's making it clear that there's no path back to him. Once again, you were wrong. But then again, he is a crazy yandere. He probably would do that. Of course he couldn't replace you in a single day. I know, right? It's not like he was cheating on me behind my back. He wouldn't do that. He didn't do that. That's not possible. That he did not. Nope. The truth is far crueler. This woman must have been in his life even while he was still with you. No, she wasn't. No, he wasn't. Nope. Nope. That's not what happened. That's not what they did. Nope. Maybe when he told you yesterday that you needed more time, he wasn't offering it solely for the sake of your confusion. A familiar numbness washes over you, curling cold and heavy through every limb until you feel hollow. Well, it looks like I'm going to use my time being unemployed to stalk this pretty lady. Maybe you could go watch them from afar, see what their relationship is really like. But why? What does Soren's relationship with his new girlfriend have to do with you? What good would knowing bring you? I need to know that he still loves me. Well, I mean, he is a crazy yandere. That he really loves me. That he can't forget me so easily. At the very least, I need to know I was truly loved by someone. Oh, this is the deep end. Are we going to become the yandere? Oh no, I hope we don't harm that pretty lady. Even if everything stays in the past, I want to be loved. I need to know that I'm worthy of Soren's love. Well, I mean, the dude made you ribs, lamb chops, and creme brulee. He made that. When you step out of the metro and arrive in front of the cafe, your heart starts pounding with full force. I'm just curious about what's going on. You're almost at the verge of regretting your decision. Setting aside whether what you want to do is right or wrong, you're not even sure you can actually pull it off. What if they catch you watching them? You'll be humiliated, publicly no less. What do I care? God, this is pure madness. Almost like I'm the crazy yandere. Why did I even come all this way? In the end, you decide to abandon this stupid plan and turn back. Eek! Only to collide with someone walking out of the cafe at that exact moment. The box you've been barely managing to carry flies from your hands and crashes to the ground. Ugh. All sorts of little knickknacks scatter across the sidewalk. Oh, man. Gosh darn it. Thank you, mysterious Soren-shaped shadow, for making my day even worse. As you crouch down to gather your things, irritated by this new mishap, your gaze involuntarily flicks towards the cafe entrance. You need to get away from here before they notice you. Wait a minute. I recognize that crotch. Only then do you register the person you bumped into, when they crouch down as well, pick up something that had landed further away, and hold it out to you. Thank you, and I'm really sorry I ran into you. It was an accident. The item in their hand is a vintage fountain pen, more worn than it should be, since you kept it close at hand, just in case, rather than properly protecting it. You remember that Soren gave it to you at the beginning of your relationship. Aww. At that exact moment, the stranger's hands catch your attention, and when you lift your head, you see that the person you bumped into is Soren. What a coincidence! It's almost like we're in some kind of visual novel or something. Every thought in your mind vanishes at once. Startled, you spring to your feet almost reflexively. Ah! Unlike you, he calmly picks up the box you left behind on the ground before standing up.
I'm sorry if I startled you, Espoir.
Oh, no, I was just lost in thought. I lost my job and everything. Did you change your perfume? I mean, I just didn't expect to see you here. After coming here hoping that the man beside Nora would be him, you're strangely relieved at how easily that lie slips from your lips. He smiles with a faint shyness that reminds you of the time when you had just first met.
I had some business nearby. And I could say the same about you. I remember that you're usually at work or having lunch nearby at this hour.
To be honest, you hadn't even realized you had such a routine until he pointed it out. But when you think about it, he's right. Yeah. Since your client meetings are almost always either before noon or much later in the day, you usually spend these hours at work or close to it. Well, I wanted to change. I was curious about this place, but something urgent came up, so I have to go. Oh, let me take the box. Even in ordinary errands, Soren never liked you carrying anything. Yet this time, he hands the box back into your arms without protest. The sudden surprise makes you falter, and a few items inside probably shift or spill, though right now, all you care about is seeming normal. How are you? You look great.
I am. Thank you. And you?
Haha, miserable. I mean, I am too.
Am I convincing?
Ow.
She slid up to him like a slide whistle.
Nora appears at the perfect, or rather terrible moment, stepping up impatiently to Soren and touching his arm.
Hey girl, how are you doing? I saw your live. It was fabulous.
I just spoke to them. We need to be there without delay.
Please don't worry. We'll be there right on time.
When Nora allows those words to calm her, she turns around. Either she's only just noticed you, or she's pretending she has. Her gaze flicks your way.
Hello.
Instead of responding verbally, you offer a polite smile. Her eyes immediately return to Soren.
Where did you park the car? I'll go get it.
Oh, she didn't even recognize you. She thinks you're just one of Soren's ordinary friends.
Doesn't even know that I'm his ex. That we just broke up like yesterday.
As it should be. Or did you really think that just because she saw you once at a party, she'd looked you up and stalked your social media the way you did? Ha! Unlike you, she has a life. A real life. You don't even hear what Soren wants to say. You only snap back to yourself when you realize he's speaking to you.
Where are you going, Espoir? That box looks a bit heavy for you.
Even though your mouth suddenly goes dry, you force yourself to answer.
Not at all. I've got it, and it sounds like you're in a hurry anyway.
For a very brief moment, just a second, you catch something in Soren's eyes that shows he's worried about you.
Are you sure? We're not in that much of a rush.
Of course. See you. He's doing very nice. He very quickly got into a relationship. It's fine. Twitch.
Using every ounce of your acting skills, you give them a convincing smile and head towards the metro. But you can't keep up the act all the way there. Your hands start trembling noticeably, and you barely manage to throw yourself into a carriage. Every muscle in your face aches from the strain of that forced smile. Where was the strangeness you'd been so sure existed in their relationship? On the contrary, they seemed perfectly natural and sincere together. He was not cheating on me. He did not know he did not know her while we were together. He did not. That is not a thing that happened. Nope. But it shouldn't have been like this. You could have sworn there was something off between them. It was your paranoia. Are they really happy? Didn't look like it. Oh no. If Soren had truly forgotten you, would he have offered to give you a ride to where you were going, even though they were supposed to make it to Nora's shoot? Just then, you catch your reflection in the metro window and flinch, like, ugh! I look haggard and miserable, don't I? My God, you look so awful. You can't even comprehend how you managed to leave the house dressed like this. You must have thrown on the first thing you grabbed. And your face, your hair. You're not surprised that Nora didn't recognize you. The worst part, Soren saw you like this. He must have realized that your life isn't going well. There's no way he didn't notice you wandering around with that huge box and figured out that you'd just been fired. Maybe that was the reason behind the attention he showed you. It wasn't that he couldn't forget you. He just felt sorry for you. Impossible. You remember very clearly how tense he became when you refused to listen to his explanation at the party. Yes, he definitely hasn't forgotten you, and he's using Nora as a bandage.
Oh no!
He just needs time to regret it. Of course, you won't forgive him when he shows up at your door. Nothing will change the fact that he's a despicable man. All you want is to watch him writhe in regret and take a little comfort in it. That thought is comforting enough that you don't dare press it further. Like a tower of paper, you fear the first gust of wind would topple it.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy in that relationship anyway.
After a few job applications,
she's not going to appreciate his creme brulee. She's not going to appreciate his lamb chops. She's going to tell him to get rid of the dog if the dog glares at her.
She's not going to appreciate Princess, like I did. She's not going to respect his Yandere butcher knives. I'm getting a little bit jealous here, getting a little bit heated over a fictional character again. After a few job applications, one place finally gets back to you, and without thinking too much, you accept. After all, spending your time waiting for Nora's inevitable breakup announcement on social media seems far more enticing than wasting it on job hunting. Your new boss turns out to be calm and understanding, at least at first. Ugh. But it doesn't take long for you to realize that he isn't understanding at all, merely passive and indifferent. The moment you question the absurd system your coworkers run however they please, you're immediately branded as difficult and pushed to the margins. The only real difference between this new job and your old one lies in the faces and the setting. Everything else is the same. I don't have a cool girlfriend black coworker with pretty hair who encouraged me to stay determined when breaking up with Soren. You find yourself locked into almost the same routine. During breaks in the restroom, at lunch, just a single notification sound is enough to make your fingers twitch, pulling up Nora's latest posts. Oh, she's made a new post, how lovely. At every moment, you live with a strange expectation you could never confess to anyone. That I've been stalking my ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. You're waiting for that news. Because it can't be. It shouldn't be. That you're the only one whose life is falling apart. Oh, that's cute. Man, lady, your back must be... Ugh. You're... I mean, she probably actually exercises so that her bust size doesn't hurt her back. And yet, with every post she shares from Soren's house, your hope erodes a little more. Seeing her in his kitchen, in his living room, even beside Princess, fills you with a sorrow you never could have imagined beforehand. I'm not mad. I swear I'm not. You miss the quiet, calm, warm moments you spent with Soren after long, exhausting workdays. The small happiness you gave up so easily because you didn't even realize what they were until you lost them. Yeah, you never know what you got until it's gone. At last, this torment comes to an end when Mia calls you out of the blue one night. What began as a single glass to take the edge off after long days has now spiraled into something you can't sleep without. Oh no, I gotta go to bed with my angry orchard. So the bottle never leaves your sight anymore. Espoir, I heard something about that devil. Well, more like I dragged it out of Emile. I don't want you blindsided, hurt by some surprise later, so I'll tell you plainly now. Uh-oh. Even over the phone, you can feel the excitement Mia is trying to suppress. Your hands tremble so violently you barely manage to set the glass down without dropping it. What happened? Is he getting married? Not like he'd invite me to the wedding anyway, so I doubt it really concerns me. The alcohol already humming in your blood deepens the role you're trying to play. On the other end, Mia exhales heavily, as if relieved of some great burden. God, how did you guess? You must know him better than I thought, because that's exactly what Emile said. He told him that's the plan. The getting married part or the not inviting me part? I'll be very offended at one of those. Well, I mean, I guess it would be kind of mocking to invite your ex to your wedding. That would be kind of rude. All right. Your mind either can't process the words, or the alcohol refuses to let them sink in. Either way, you can't form a proper reaction. Espoir, are you still there? You're still there, right? You didn't just drop to the floor. Of course I'm here. I am just numb with emotionless. What can I say? Congratulations, I guess. Omedeto. And don't worry about the noise, it's just the neighbors again. I haven't started smashing things in a fit of rage. Your neighbors are honestly too much. Well, I wasn't expecting you to take this so calmly. Believe me, I'm relieved. Maybe you didn't really love him all that much anyway. Maybe I pushed things more than you did. Anyway, I've gotta go. Time for my second impossible mission of the day. Dinner with Emile's family. Good luck. I hope it's easier than you think. I doubt it. Talk later. So he's getting married. Ha! Well, good for him. Good for him. The call ends, and the numbness that held you together evaporates, leaving only a violent jolt of dread. You leap to your feet, knocking the glass from the table, but don't stop to clean it up. Your footsteps echo as you snatch the bottle from the counter and drink straight from the neck. He's going to marry Nora. How? Just a few months ago, you were sure his eyes saw no one but you. Then in a single night, you learned he was cheating. And now this. The liquor burns down your throat, but it's nothing compared to the fire that suddenly ignites in your chest. Traitor! You deceived me. Made me believe you truly loved me.
You know, my refusal to believe he was cheating on me is starting to waver a little bit.
Even the day I left you. God, I was torn apart inside. For you. Do you have any idea how much I suffered before making that decision? How long I agonized over it?
You just throw me away. You think you do it? You just throw me away like trash? I don't think so.
And you. Your vision blurs, tears spilling one after another, and yet, at the faint chime of a notification, you snatch up your phone by sheer reflex. Of course, it's from Nora. Her new post, a wine glass in hand, deep neckline on display, lounging on Soren's red sofa. The meaning couldn't be clearer, at least not to you. Calm down, calm down, calm down! I'm not calm! But when the bottle crashes hard against the counter, the sound of shattering glass and the spray of shards across the floor does nothing to soothe your rage. Darn it, broken glass in this ending too! In this moment, you agree with Mia completely. At that party when you saw them, you should have torn into Soren, ripped him apart right there. Your calmness, your patience, your maturity, all worthless. Aren't you tired of being nice? Fine, it's not too late yet. Not too late for what? Me? Me? What are you doing, me? Are we going to become the Yandere? Are we going to deliver Nora's head in a gift box? With nothing left to lose, you step outside and hail a taxi, giving the driver Soren's address without the faintest hesitation. Uh-oh, me? What are you doing? The very thought of screaming your rage into their faces fills you with a wild, feverish excitement. But the moment you step out of the car and shiver under the cold rain soaking you through, it finally hits you what you're actually about to do. Why did you even come here? 'Cause I'm drunk and mad and sad. On what grounds did you think you had the right to barge in on them? What would you gain besides looking like an obsessed ex? Am I the Yandere? All of your courage drains from your veins at once. You realize even more clearly what state you're in. You're far too drunk and need to get home as soon as possible. Yet when you pat your pockets, you realize you've spent all of your money and didn't even bring your phone with you. Dang it! You have no choice but to ask Soren for help.
I'm so, I guess, prideful that I would walk and I would rather talk to a complete stranger than barge in on them. They don't deserve my presence.
Still, the thought of seeing him having just slept with his girlfriend, or about to, seems less appealing than spending the entire night outside. Yes, you're an idiot. You'll never argue otherwise. In the end, you start walking down the road, deciding to flag down any car at all, when at that exact moment, the door of the house opens. Run! Run! They can't see me like this! And the shadow that steps out reaches you in the blink of an eye. No! I don't... What? No! I'm just peeling him off of me. No! No! Do not show me any kind of mercy. I'm getting out of here. When he grabs your arm, you can't help recoiling in fear.
You're soaked to the bone. Hurry.
Soren's voice is harsher and more tense than usual. Even so, you're in no condition to resist him or say anything.
Listen, I came to be here, but I didn't even want to be here, and I'm gonna leave. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Please try to stop me. It's cold out there.
The moment you step inside, he shuts the door behind you and approaches you with a towel you have no idea when he grabbed.
You and Princess are so alike. I like when they slide in like a slide whistle.
Hey, Princess, I missed you too.
She runs out of the house with such dramatic enthusiasm too. As if she enjoys driving me insane.
Aww.
Then she comes back and stands silently right by the door with those wet eyes, as though I were the one who threw her out.
Was that supposed to mean something? Are you implying something? Are
Are you referencing something? Listen, Soren, you better not have been cheating on me while we were together. You wouldn't do that to me.
Without asking your permission, he starts drying your hair himself with the towel. The contrast between the expression on his face and the gentleness of his hands is so stark that you want to object. I wasn't crying. It's raining.
Whatever the heck it is.
Where's your girlfriend? Your fiancée? There's no way you can miss the fact that the word girlfriend momentarily throws him off. Don't try to hide it. I know you're together. She shares every single moment of it in real time. You drank, and right after that you slept together, didn't you? Don't worry, she hasn't posted that last part yet. It probably needs a lot of editing. At last, the confusion in his gaze turns into a mocking expression you're not used to seeing on him. You better put that mocking expression away. I will go out in the rain? I have not yet begun to be petty.
She's inside. Why did you come here, Espoir?
I don't know, that's why I'm leaving. Bye! Yet the only sign of anyone else in the house is Princess, who runs to the door the moment she hears his voice, then disappears just as quickly when she sees you, as if disappointed. She couldn't have vanished into thin air after posting that photo.
Wait a minute. Was this all a clever ruse? Is this all pretend? Did you hire her to make me jealous? Did I say that in the last episode? Why am I getting so emotional on a fictional character in a visual novel again?
Allegedly. We don't know if you did that yet. I'll say it in front of your girlfriend. Where is she?
I'm gonna be Miss Steal Your Girl.
At your insistence, his eyes narrow.
I said she's inside. Are you going to go room by room looking for her?
Maybe.
See if she wants to play Sonic Racers Transformed with me.
Ignoring the slight dizziness in your head, you mutter before rushing towards the living room. Why not? You must have caught him off guard because, even though he tries to stop you, he's too late. You find everything in the living room exactly where it should be, meaning none of the preparations shown in Nora's post from tonight are there. Candles, glasses, roses. A strange shiver spreads through your body rather than simple surprise, and this time you want to check the kitchen.
Did he hire her to make us jealous so that we come running back? He can be like, I told you so.
Allegedly. We don't know that yet.
But I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer crab. I can smell bull crap. I can smell your nonsense through the screen, Buster.
Only for Soren to manage to stop you at the last second by grabbing you around the waist.
Slow down, Espoir.
No matter how hard you try to resist him, it's useless. The arm wrapped around your stomach is almost steel hard.
Get your hands off of me. How dare you touch me however you please.
He shoots back without the slightest hesitation.
And how dare you wander around my house however you please?
True. Okay. You got me there.
Another tactic comes to mind. Stop pressing into my stomach, or I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna throw up all over this nice thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If you're feeling unwell, we should go to the hospital, Espoir.
You're hurting the baby. And he's like, what baby? And I go, me. I'm baby.
Taking advantage of the moment his arms loosen, you break free and head straight for the door. You can't help but wonder how Nora can keep sleeping in the bedroom despite all this noise you're making. Or is their sex life more exhausting than you imagined?
I don't know. Treacherous bastard. I don't know. Soren seems like a beast. He seems like a hidden you wouldn't know just by looking at him, but you could call that body NyQuil. 'Cause it'll put you to sleep.
That was right in my ear. Luckily, just then, a vague vibration from the console snaps you out of the thought, and with an instinctive reflex, you grab the phone before Soren can. You honestly couldn't care less about the few things that get knocked over in the process.
Be careful, Espoir. You're going to hurt yourself.
I already did.
Ignoring him, you stay close to the door, ready to bolt at any second and check the notification. Oh,
Your girlfriend's gone live again. Must be from your bedroom this time, so that's why she can't come out here. But the moment you enter the stream, you freeze where you stand.
Oh no. Because Nora is broadcasting from Soren's living room. From here.
Are we in Silent Hill? Are we in two different separate realities right now, and I'm in the mist version and she's in the real world?
Why is she broadcasting? Why is she broadcasting from a place that looks exactly like your living room?
Twitch, twitch.
Your brain short circuits. You can't stop yourself from looking around. Oh no, Nora really isn't here. She's not hiding in the corner either. Soren approaches silently from behind and snatches the phone from your hand.
Wait, Soren, she was showing the ring you brought her. Fluff, she's even replying to messages. Is this a joke?
Even though he ends the stream, you've already seen what you needed to see. I wasn't expecting that. What you don't understand is whether Soren saw it too, because his expression doesn't show the shock you expected.
You saw what your girlfriend is doing, right?
A forced answer slips from your lips.
Yes.
Aren't you going to say anything? She keeps acting as if she's with you, even though she's not. Almost like this is some kind of scripted thing.
Where am I, WWE? Everything's predetermined, but the pain is real.
She's probably being directed by the acting agency she works with.
Directed? By her agency? Don't be ridiculous. Who cares how much time she spends with her boyfriend? You're not even famous.
Are you? Soren's forehead creases with wrinkles as he mutters uneasily.
Maybe she's trying to make an ex she can't forget jealous.
Maybe she's trying to make an ex that she can't forget jealous? Wait, so are you both? Is she hanging out with you so that she can make her ex jealous, and you're hanging out with her so that you can make me jealous, so that I come running up to your house all jealous like... So she's staging fake live streams and posts just for an old boyfriend. Wow. You remember the marriage news Mia mentioned just earlier tonight. Combined with Nora's livestream flaunting that ring, an idea starts flashing in your mind. Is it the same idea that I've been having? An idea so crazy you'd never find it reasonable, let alone say it out loud, if alcohol wasn't coursing through your veins.
You didn't do all this to make me jealous, did you, Soren?
For 3 months. It wasn't Nora planning all these posts second by second. It was you, wasn't it?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The whole time you were... The whole time!
Calm down. Calm. I'm going to kill you, calm. This is the worst I've ever been gaslight. In my entire visual novel life, I am so mad. I am so upset that my real husband watching this will probably be scared. Okay, all right. I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to murder you. And then I'm going to make you pass away. And then I'm going to kiss you. But then I'm going to kill you again. He stares at you as if he's never heard anything more absurd in his life. You can't help getting angry at yourself for even imagining Soren doing something like that. Oh, it's still not confirmed yet? I was just saying it. Forget it.
What can I say?
A smile suddenly appears on Soren's face, one that sends a chill down your spine.
Your mind works better when you're drunk, my love.
No, it doesn't. Almost in shock, you wonder if you heard him wrong. So, is it true? Please confirm my bias. I'm going crazy here. And he doesn't keep you waiting.
Even just to make you jealous, I wouldn't have to put up with Nora every single day. Naturally, it took careful preparation. Still, I managed it very well. At least, until tonight.
My God. Now I'm going to remain calm, but please refer to my previous freakout at this confirmation. I am very upset, Soren. This news that you have told me upsets me very much. Even hearing it from his own mouth, your mind struggles to accept the reality of it. All those posts you followed obsessively for 3 months. 3 months! 3 months! As if your life depended on them. Every single one was fake. Well, I hope Nora is going to have you as a reference for her acting career. And your first impression of them at that party, that one was real. At the same time, you feel a cramp twist in your stomach. Oh, the baby! How could you do something like this? Are you insane? That is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know if that's crazy or petty, but it's something. He sets the phone down on the console and takes a step towards you.
Didn't you like it, my love? Learning that I still belong to you? I just played a little game to make you miss me too, that's all.
Ignoring the turmoil in your stomach, you almost shout. This isn't a little game. I got fired from my job. I'm in a worse position now. I'm a drunk now. As if unaware of your anger, he keeps advancing on you. As you try to step back, your back hits the wall, and with nowhere left to escape, you can't stop him from touching you. Ah! His fingers reach under your chin and lift your face. Ah! My weak spot! No matter how familiar his touch is, there's not a trace of that reassuring warmth you used to know in his eyes.
But in the end, I succeeded, didn't I? You came to me tonight of your own free will.
I didn't come for that, Soren. I came to steal your girl. We're going to play Sonic Races Transform together, without you. I didn't know you were this kind of man.
You mean you choose a man who cheated on you over a man who's devoted to you? Is that it?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you're just as indecisive as I am, my love. Would you like me to resolve this matter once and for all? Maybe that's what's necessary to protect both of our sanities. That's why you came here, isn't it? You're waiting for me to take action. Deep down, you want this. You want me to take the burden of choice off your shoulders.
You can't make sense of what he's saying. I can't make sense of what he's saying. Yet your body must be sensing everything, because as you feel the liquid in your stomach rising almost to your throat, you lunge forward in panic. I'm gonna throw up on you. Get out of my way! The baby's coming! He goes on, having lost himself completely in the excitement of his own thoughts.
You came here alone, without anyone knowing, didn't you?
Oh crap, I did.
Except for the taxi driver. No one knows you're here. You don't have your phone with you. You left your home behind in chaos. If you suddenly disappeared, even Mia wouldn't suspect me. A woman who drowned herself in alcohol, obsessed with her ex's new girlfriend's social media. A very emotional suicide story. What do you think?
Under the pressure of his insistent gaze, you managed to part your lips with difficulty. I...
You want it?
I'm gonna throw up! Before you can finish the sentence, you empty your stomach with an almost uncontrollable shudder. Oop! That's the sound of me throwing up, just... Oop! Soren reacts reflexively, holding you to keep you from collapsing to the floor, but it costs him dearly. You're sure all of it's splattered all over him. I don't even think he cares. Dude creates
An elaborate ruse. Just to make me jealous. I don't think he's gonna worry if he had some regurgitated breakfast on his shirt. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Me, what are you apologizing for? Don't apologize.
It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Please, don't cry. I suppose I deserve this.
You deserve a whole lot more. Despite everything, before your vision fades, you can't help but feel light as a feather in the warmth of his familiar, gentle words. I mean, we're going to get back together, but I'm going to make it heck. As if you've been cleansed of all the stress of the past few months. The sound of the pressurized water echoes almost inside your head, merging with the awful throbbing there. For a moment, you think they're torturing you with water. Then the sound stops, followed by the noise of a door opening and closing. All that racket is so irritating that you feel a surge of hatred towards your neighbors. You definitely need to move out of here as soon as possible. Maybe in with Soren and his little dog. But the moment you realize there's movement in the room, your eyes fly open. Oh! In front of the open wardrobe, you see a naked man hurriedly getting dressed. No need to hurry. Ignoring him and the pounding in your head, you're about to fall back to sleep when what's happening finally hits you. You bolt upright in bed. There's a hot naked man in my room. Is this even my room? Soren! He keeps picking out clothes from the wardrobe without even looking at you.
Yes?
Why are you here?
Well, as you can see, to get dressed.
You're about to object to his infuriatingly calm tone when your eyes finally take in your surroundings. It's obvious this isn't your room. Yeah, it's too clean. What do you mean? Am I at your place? How is that possible? At the same time, you realize you're wearing nothing but your underwear. My goodies are all out. Oh, don't tell me You trail off, and Soren stops dressing and turns toward you. This is the first time you're really seeing his face like this. As if he hasn't slept all night, his eyes sunken, his skin tense, and his voice comes out harsher than you've ever heard it.
Don't tell me what?
Well, I was wondering, what happened last night? Hey, come on, me, don't tell me you forgot all those shenanigans. I remember those shenanigans. We remember those shenanigans. As he leaned towards you, his eyes fixed on yours with an interrogating sharpness.
You don't remember last night?
No!
Not even a little?
Faced with his serious demeanor, you can't help but swallow. I'm sorry. Really, I don't remember. As far as I remember, I was at home last... I guess I did something stupid and drank too much. If I caused you any trouble, I'm sorry. The fact that you woke up in his house makes it impossible you didn't cause trouble. Still, swallowing your guilt, playing the fool seems like your only option.
I can't accept your apology, Espoir. Not after what you did last night.
Even his gaze alone tells you how difficult the night must have been for him. Your heart begins to pound wildly. Are you... Are you trying to make me feel guilty? Oh my goodness, and then it's gaslighting on top of gaslighting. This is gaslighting the levels we've never seen. What happened? What did I do? Please believe me, it wasn't intentional. I was too drunk. When Soren suddenly straightens and walks towards the bathroom, you think he's abandoning your question, and you're about to follow after him. But he returns, holding his phone. Did you take pictures of me drunk? He places it in your hand, and the instant you see the name glowing on the screen, you flinch.
Read.
The last thing you want is to anger him further, so your eyes skim through the message in a rush. That girl is still with you, isn't she? She isn't even conscious. How could I throw her out of my house in that state, then call that sour-faced friend of hers and tell her to come get her? I called, but they're at a private dinner. She can't come. Doesn't she have anyone else? There's no one I know. If what's going on here is going on here, it better not be. Then throw her out on the street.
I don't think you're being serious. Is this fake Nora? And I don't think it's your duty to take care of your drunk ex, especially after she stormed your house on the night you proposed to me. She was extremely drunk. She didn't know what she was doing. You son of a gun. She ruined our night. She turned the happiest day of our lives into a nightmare. How can you protect her like this? Do you want to argue again? In all caps. I would say, Nora, get him, but this is fake. I'll come to you first thing after I send her off in the morning. Please, let's talk about this face-to-face tomorrow. This isn't something that can be settled by messages. Oh, she's settling it by message. Don't bother. Really. Let everything end. You can keep cleaning up your ex-girlfriend's vomit. This is what you deserves. Bye. Yeah, I would say... That's a good one. The messages end with Nora blocking him. As you read them, a wave of heat spreads not only across your face, but through your entire body. You can't lift your eyes from the phone in sheer embarrassment. You absolute demon! El Diablo! You monster! He... Calm. You can vaguely remember the conversation in which you learned about his engagement from Mia not long ago. After that, the film reel in your head snaps. And you don't remember all the shenanigans. You don't remember the Yandere shenanigans. So that means you came to Soren's house while his girlfriend was there, and worse, at the very moment he had proposed to her. And the worst part is this, instead of throwing you out, Soren took care of you, and because of that he fought with his girlfriend and even broke up with her. Soren ignores you, his gaze drifting out the window, and you genuinely want to disappear where you stand. You always knew this alcohol problem of yours would land you in trouble one day, but you never imagined anything this bad. God, you feel so unbearably guilty that you have no idea how you could possibly face Soren in this state. Yet the silence between you grows unbearable, forcing you to speak. I'm so sorry. Truly, I'm so sorry. I would never have wanted to ruin such a special day for you. Now, me, knowing what I know, knowing what we know, I'd be more like, I am so sorry. Truly, I'm so sorry. Oh, how terrible. I would never have wanted to ruin such a special day for you and your fake wife. I'm sure she wrote those things out of anger. If you talk to her, I'm certain you can set things right again. I'll apologize to her too. She'll understand that none of this was your fault. You hope Soren will say something, anything, to ease you, but it's all in vain. Yeah, because he's probably going, I can't believe she bought it. The moment you realize that the understanding you're used to isn't coming, your eyes fill with tears. I never meant to ruin your relationship. I swear, Soren, if there's anything I can do, please tell me. I'll do whatever it takes. And then he'll be like, well, you could be my girlfriend forever or something and never leave me. Mm-hmm. At last, Soren turns away from the window and approaches the bed. You can barely bring yourself to look at his face. There's none of the anger you expect in his eyes. Instead, they're calm, controlled. Then tell me, Espoir, what should I do for Nora to forgive me? You should probably go to her door right away and start crying. I'm sure that's exactly what she's expecting from you right now, but... But? I think you shouldn't go. Why? Because I don't want her to forgive you. I want you to stay with me. Look at that smile. He knows what he's doing. In that moment, you don't even care how humiliating a position you've fallen into in front of him. The idea of taking Soren away from another woman doesn't seem as terrifying as it once did. Ah! Monsieur! Oh no! Oh no, the groove music has started! Without bothering to give you any verbal response, Soren quickly pushes you onto the bed and comes down on top of you. Editor May! Prepare to put this scene on my adult Patreon, which people can join for the small price of $1 and being over the age of 18. Be sure to inform them that there's a link in the description of this video.
And after this, get me a hot chocolate. Alright, that's pushing it. That's a bit too far. Just then, vibrations from the phone he left on the bedside table catch both of your attentions. You can see his eyes narrow in irritation. He's clearly reluctant to check it. I can check it. Whomst? We're kinda busy here. He's about to ignore the phone and throw himself back on top of you when you hear the ringing from downstairs more than once. Or is it Mia? Is it Mia? Because I'm not at home and Mia's going to be like, where's my baby? Princess's non-stop barking joins in, and chaos erupts below.
Flufferdoodles.
With a low curse, he mutters, Soren inevitably picks up his phone. You're left sprawled on the bed, still unable to fully collect yourself after this new shock. If it's Nora at the door, you can't even bear to imagine the humiliation that's about to unfold, though you can't really claim you don't deserve it. You almost hold your breath, trying to catch the voice coming through the phone Soren has lifted to his ear, but the rough, harsh sound that nearly echoes through the room doesn't keep you waiting. It's Mia.
Is Espoir still at your place? I went to our apartment, but she didn't open the door. She's not answering her phone either.
Good morning to you too, Mia. There's nothing to worry about. Espoir's with me,
And she's thoroughly gaslit.
Then open the door already. I've been ringing the bell for hours. Even the dog heard it.
Soren rolls his eyes, though his voice remains flat.
I wasn't available. I'm coming now.
He sure is. He's sure gonna be after Mia leaves.
I'm waiting.
As the call ends, you quickly pull yourself together on the bed and lock eyes with Soren. I'll go spend some time with her, then I'll come back. What do you think?
Fine, but don't stay with her long, and don't tell her anything about last night.
I won't tell her, but if she didn't come to pick me up last night, even at the cost of losing her excuse to skip dinner with Emil's family, there could only be one reason.
Yes?
To dump me on you as a problem. So sorry, Soren. Looks like you're officially my boyfriend that Mia doesn't like anymore. Ha!
That's fine. I can live with that.
Look at that smile. He knows exactly what he did. Smiling at him, you glance around to see where the underwear he tossed might have landed. It's on the ceiling fan. In the end, Soren is just like the other guys now, in your eyes, and you can live with that too. Yay! He chose you. Now you are the homewrecker. I am not a homewrecker. I would never. And a neutral ending? F. I'll take it. Mission failed successfully. Never in all my days have I been gaslit to this extent. Dude, casually, for 3 months, makes up a fake relationship with a very good actress, only to make me jealous so that I, in a drunken rage, come to his house, and then further gaslights me into thinking I ruined his relationship. Oh, I can't wait to play the full game of this. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this. How do you feel about this? And of course, if you would like to watch me get unreasonably angry at more fictional characters, feel free to peruse around my channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that's comfortable for you, because that really does help out my channel in the long run, and it gets us closer to 100,000 subscribers. I am beyond myself with anger. I am so angry. Flames on the sides of my face. I am so angry. But, yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.